Shane Dawson has announced his comeback. Addison Rae has clarified whether she's a Trump supporter. Jeffree Star has pivoted to yak farming, and it's the return of the Gosh ship. Ahoy! All this plus, do you remember the 21st night of September? A new study shows that love was changing the mind of pretenders. On this week's edition of YouTuber News, hosted by me, Benedict Townsend, England's answer to Daniel Craig, and brought to you by PopBuzz, the only website that would be effed up if you leave me right now. Nearly got it right. Yes, welcome to the show, everyone, and as always, before we start, let's pop over to twitter.com, and I've just sent out a tweet that says, we're about to film. Reply before the end of filming to possibly have your message read out on the show, and we'll be checking in on that tweet throughout the show. Our first story, Shane Dawson has finally announced his inevitable comeback. Speaking on Instagram stories, Shane said he was, quote, ready to create again, and then he trotted over to YouTube and posted in the community tab saying, quote, Ryland, his fiance, Ryland's been documenting our move on his channel. They recently moved house. Check it out if you want to see what we've been up to. P.S. I know it's been a long time and I know I let a lot of you down. I promise I'm going to try to make things right and I'll continue to own up to my past for the rest of my life. Actions speak louder than words, so I know it's going to take time. I completely understand that with all my heart. So, what stuff is he going to make? Well, he said, quote, as far as YouTube goes, I really want to get back to making stuff for my channel again that I'm excited about and that means something. I'm genuinely feeling really good mentally right now, and I'm just wanting so bad to make something cool for you guys. I've been staying up all night just brainstorming and getting excited about the idea of filming, editing, and posting something again. Just waiting for inspiration to hit me. Wow, maybe, you know, keep waiting. Never know how long inspiration might take to hit. Might be decades, you know? No use rushing it. Maybe don't come back at all. Some of the best art is the art that's never shown. All right, now before we go to our second story, let's see who's replied to the old tweet. Smile says, Oreo the dog and the rat should be co-presenters without anyone else. You know who you are. What does that mean? So it'd be like Oreo, the rat, and then like no other, I don't know how that would work, but, oh. What about Mug? Huh? You get rid of me, but what about Muggy? And all he provides. Maybe he could be a character. Hey, I have a mug. Now that's fun. Whoa, that's content. Oh, this is sweet. Hi, Betty boy. Can you shout out my grandpa, Mike Cocksmall? It's his birthday today and he's turning 69. That's so sweet. Happy birthday, Mike. 69, big age, and all the best.
That's fairly young for a grandpa.
That's fairly young. Wait a minute, this story doesn't check out. That's way too young for a grandpa. This must be a classic age prank. Our second story. Former TikToker and future Academy Award nominee Addison Rae has finally clarified whether she is a Trump supporter after she very much acted like a Trump supporter, as you may remember because we reported on it on this very show. Addison got herself in hot water after enthusiastically greeting former President Donald Trump. Donald Trump was president? The guy from The Apprentice? That seems like a bad idea. After enthusiastically greeting everyone's favorite fascist at a UFC fight, which led to a wave of questions from fans and other creators, including Tana Mojo, as we covered on this show. Look, to save time, if something happened in the world of YouTube, we covered it on this show. Maybe it was 5 days late, but it still counts. We still covered it. Anyway, Addie had this whole Trump supporter accusation nipping at her heels for a while now, like a mischievous corgi, and it just wouldn't go away, so she finally sat down and clarified things fully, saying, quote, I mean, I don't support Trump. And if someone does, that's their opinion, and I respect everyone's opinion. Ooh, so close. And I respect everyone's opinion, for each their own. Much easier to say you don't support Trump when he's not the president anymore. Now he's just some guy who doesn't even have a Twitter account anymore. Oh, now that he's descended into little flakes, I don't support Voldemort at all. Harry Potter comparison, what a filthy millennial thing for me to do. And then on the issue of the UFC event, she said, quote, it's very rare on occasion that you ever get to meet a former president. And I think most people could agree with me on that. It's true, I very rarely meet a president. And I consider myself a friendly person. And so introducing myself does not mean I stand behind anything that respective person condones. Hey, look, you know, if I'm at 7-Eleven, and I see Idi Amin, I'm gonna say hi. I may not support all of his work, but a selfie opportunity is a selfie opportunity. If I see Dick Cheney at the vet, you know, probably trying to eat the dogs, I'm gonna shake his hand. He's a famous man. You don't see them very often. People who are responsible for countless deaths, you just don't meet them very often. And you gotta go up and you gotta say, I may not support everything you do, but I'll give you a big smile and I'll say hi. Now let's check in with the Twitter account. Amber Ryland has posted a picture of me. Security to the green screen room. Wonka Tot says, severely understated, I like to think they're meant to say underrated, content. Thank you for everything you do at YouTuber News. Look forward to it every week. See, it is possible to do a nice comment, you little sarcastic kids. It is possible, it doesn't always have to be Mike Coxball. Sometimes you can be nice. Happy birthday again, by the way, 60, big age, 69. Mickey says, can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I wish.
Hey, your shirt says Mickey.
Oh yeah. Security. Come to the green screen. And finally, Jeffree Star has tried his hands at many things, from makeup to YouTube to being racist on MySpace. And now he has yet another brand new venture, Yaks. And that's right, Jeffree is aiming to make himself the boss of Boss Gruniens with his new business, Star Yaks. Boss Gruniens is the technical name for Yaks. I looked up on wikipedia.com. Yes, he's got a new business called Star Yaks. Name checks out. Talking in an Instagram story, Jeffree said, quote, let me straighten out the lies and misconceptions about my yaks. We've been filming so much stuff this past month, from the very first yak getting here, and I recently trademarked, we always remember the very first yak, and I recently trademarked Star Yak Ranch in every single category that you can do for raising animals. And he explained that he did this merely to protect his trademark, not necessarily because he's going to do all the things that relate to those trademarks, because someone did a semi-viral tweet where they showed the trademarks and it said stuff like, oh, Jeffree will be selling yak meat, Jeffree will be selling yak fur, Jeffree will be selling yaks to be personal butlers, selling them to Delta Force to act as special operators. But he explained that no, he's not going to be killing the yaks, he's not going to be making yak meat, he just wanted to protect the trademark in every category to stop someone else invading the trademark, which is totally believable. He continued, there's been so many questions about what I'm doing with them. Am I killing them? Are they pets? What are they for? Am I buying them just to kill them all? Yes. Yes, I am. My latest business venture, cruelty. I like his answer to this. He says, am I killing them? Are they pets? What are they for? Yaks are such majestic creatures. They've really helped ground me. I know that a lot of you don't even know what a yak is. But they're amazing, majestic animals. I'm sorry, did a yak write this? And it's a blessing to be able to wake up with them every day. Is he sleeping with the yaks? To be fair, they're probably really soft. He probably just gets a load of them to lay down, then he just kind of lays in a big bed of yaks. Now, some people have said that Jeffree may name one of his yaks after me, Benedict, but you know, this is a news show. We would never report on something that was just spurious gossip. Anyway, now it's time for the gossip part of the show, the Goss Ship. All aboard the Goss Ship, raise anchor, and let's sail into salaciousness. Ahoy, and welcome to the Goss Ship, the vessel that puts the naughty in advanced nautical oceaneering. I'm your captain, and here's this week's juicy goss. And as always, these are blind items. We've obfuscated the name of the YouTubers involved so they don't sue us, even though all these stories are true, and one of them's about a TikToker. Here's our first bit of goss. Which Willy Wonka themed TikToker made a fashion forks pass this past weekend when he accidentally dropped his top hat into the gaping mouth of a hippo at the LA Zoo, leaving the Roald Dahl rascal red-faced and racing to refuge? I guess it's not just his gobstoppers that are everlasting, the embarrassment will be too. Who was that? I think Markiplier. Alright, here's our second bit of goss. Which beastly, uber-wealthy YouTuber did a Hollywood oopsie this week when he accidentally shaved his mustache into a swear word right before a video shoot where he was gonna buy an island and then lift it up with a helicopter and drop it on another island and everyone wins 10 grand or whatever. Looks like this mister might end up on the blacklist. Huh? Who do we think that was? I think Markiplier. Dead silence in the room at these facts. Okay. And last but not least, which playing card related YouTube family was flush out of luck this week when they were turned away from a fancy restaurant despite thinking they had a reservation? Ouch! It turned out the restaurant was actually a small duck pond and was unable to seat them due to a total lack of tables, food, or building infrastructure. Looks like the deck was stacked against them, but I'm sure they've still got an ace up their sleeve, Queen. But oh, what's this? Land on the horizon? It's time to disembark the Goss Ship. Everybody off. This has been the Goss Ship. Ahoy. Great installment of the Goss Ship. Did everyone enjoy the gossip? What about that last one? Who did we think that was? I mean, Markiplier? Maybe it was Markiplier? All right, let's check in one more time with the Twitter. Jess says, bebop boop boop. Fantastic. Thanks for all your tweets this week. I'm Benedict Townsend, and this has been YouTuber News, which airs every week on the YouTuber News YouTube channel and also on Snapchat Discover. I will be away next week, or next weege, as it says on the auto cue, so you'll have to make sure you're subscribed so that you can catch up when the show returns. There'll be some exciting videos on the channel to make up for my absence, so keep your eyes peeled there. But yes, subscribe by either hitting subscribe or by swiping up on the last snap, which is coming up in a minute. Best way to get brand new episodes of the show. The podcast will also be back the week after. Till then, have a good week, look after yourselves, and remember, the life expectancy of a wild yak is about 20 years, while domesticated yaks live slightly longer. That is, until they reach the farm. And then the life expectancy becomes considerably lower.